I'm Mark. I've lived in Las Vegas for 2 years. I'm a local. My favorite poker room is Caesars. The rake is good, but that's not why. The 2-5 game is probably the best in town because they don't have the draw for the higher stakes players, I would say, mid-stakes players. Like the win has 1500 cap, that's always full of regs. Venetian kind of lost their 2-5 game. That would maybe be number 2 now. And like Aria, Bellagio have bad 2-5 games because they're full of regs. Favorite restaurant in Las Vegas, I just found about a month and a half ago. It's called Sushi 21 on Tropicana, just past the Orleans if you're coming from the Strip. The best all-you-can-eat sushi place in town that I've found, and I've been to several. And it's not close.
I've been to a lot. I'm gonna try that because I have been to a lot of sushi places and I have my favorites, and I'm gonna tell you my favorites also. But I'm gonna test them. Let's try it. Good.
Okay, I have no idea. That is way too much on the menu. Hey, he just said macht nix, what means no problem. Before we talked about it, and Martin, who's here with me, he's from Germany, he lives in Dortmund, and he wrote me on Facebook and asked if he can come and go and play around with me one day. And today was the day. So we already played at the Excalibur, and now we try some sushi. Sushi 21. That's the first time I'm here, and Martin invited me for dinner.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, so we're gonna try the spoon.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Dirty. Mouth full of something. Dirty. This is the oyster shooter. I don't know if you just put it in there. I have no clue.
So, cheers.
That's dirty. Cheers. We are already full, but we have to eat everything. So we're gonna play a little game. Ipsche, Dipsche, Silberknipsche, Ipsche, Dipsche, Dab. Ene, Mene, Mu und raus bist du.
Okay.
Oh shit. I was the one. Ich hab mich geopfert. How was it?
Yeah, it was very fine. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks for the tip. Sushi always good. Now we're full, now we're going to Caesar's Palace.
The best deal in Las Vegas has got to be Earl of Sandwich. The one in Planet Hollywood is a little cheaper than the one in Caesar's Palace, but both are a good deal. It's about $6 or $7 for the best sandwich you'll have in Vegas for sure.
And you can use your comps.
And you can use your comps. In Las Vegas, the one thing you have to see, and you can see multiple times because it changes every few months, is the conservatory at the Bellagio. Changes 5 times a year.
Hi Kevin, it's Pat and Wayne from Virginia. Sorry, we sent you the shithouse and the witch. You have not won with our trinkets. I think this one is a winner. Play wherever you feel lucky. This guy might get you a pot of gold.
I'm done.
That's the 3rd charm that we're sending you. Pat and Wayne.
I don't make the mistake that Perry did. Huh?
I'll take that seat over there. You know we can move the chair.
I know that you want to hear how I won all that money, so we make it a new category. We're gonna call it the Hand of the Week. The player that I'm playing against is one of my friends, longtime friends, older gentleman. It's Perry, and we played a lot at the old times at the Rio, and so we know each other pretty well. And I know that Perry doesn't put his money in when he doesn't have it. But then it came to this hand. So Perry is already putting all his chips in the rack, and he sits under the gun and he limps. I'm sitting on the button with Ace Jack. There's one other player out of middle position calls for $2, and I make it $12 with Ace Jack from the button. The small and the big blind fold. Perry called the $12 and the other player from middle position folded. So we are heads up to the flop. The flop is Ace, Ace, 10. Perry checked and I bet $20 and I get a pretty fast call for the $20. That means trouble for sure. My Ace Jack normally is not good at all against him. But like I said before, it doesn't matter if it's a friend of mine or another friend of mine, even with the feather, we always battle on the table. It doesn't matter how good friends we are. On the table we play poker, and it doesn't affect our friendship outside of the table. So, that being said, we're going to a turn. And the turn is a jack. Yes, I'm holding the nuts. I hold the stone cold nuts. And he checks to me and I bet $30. Perry thinks for a while and then he raised me to $75. I know he's not gonna fold his hand anyway, because if he re-raises, he has a very, very, very strong hand. So I just chipped it all in. It was about 220. And of course he called and showed me pocket tens. So he flopped a boat, and I got lucky on the turn. He's down to 1 out, 110, the last 10 left in the deck to the river, and the river brings a 4, so I win the pot. Sorry Perry, but like I always say, I say that all the time. If you decide to put your chips in the rack, don't play any more hands. I always lose when I put the chips in the rack and play another hand. Okay, that's the hand of the week. Hey Pat and Wayne, thanks for sending the card protector. It really worked good. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Everybody who wants to play with me now and hang out a little bit and maybe have some drinks on the table, that's possible now. My good friend Mark invited me to the Stratosphere. He's the poker room manager over there. And for the next 8 weeks, I'm gonna be playing the Friday night tournament. So the 7 o'clock tournament, it's $70 buy-in and $1,000 guaranteed. I will be in until the World Series starts, for sure. So for the next 8 weeks, starting this Friday, Friday the 6th, I will be there. I also gonna be there for some pre-tournament action on the cash game. So don't come late, come a little bit early and play some cash game with me, or after the tournament. I hope I'm gonna see a lot of you guys over at the Stratosphere. Let's have some fun together. And to all my poker buddies living here in Las Vegas, please come and say hi also.